Runoff results are in. We followed election results closely throughout the night.
Yeah, let's run through the races you helped decide tonight. Wake Forest grad Hal Weatherman is projected to beat Forsyth County DA Jim O'Neill for the Republican nomination for lieutenant governor. He'll go up against Democrat Rachel Hunt in November.
Brad Nod won the Republican runoff primary for Congressional District 13. His opponent suspended her campaign after Donald Trump endorsed him. And the race for the Republican nomination for state was just called by the Associated Press. UNC of Board of Trustees member Dave Beloke is projected to beat Jack Clark.
Ben, that lieutenant governor's race had a lot of attention, but it was over minutes after polls closed.
So fast. And the quick win of political strategist Hal Weatherman over Forsyth County DA Jim O'Neill shows the power of Mark Robinson's endorsement among Republican voters. Right now, Weatherman has 74% of the vote. And you really see his tie to Robinson when you compare the two maps. Robinson dominated the March primary by having a stronghold over the rural counties. That's the same place Weatherman is doing the best tonight. Now, when it comes to the big cities, Robinson and Weatherman both did well, but not as well as elsewhere in the state. It's also really interesting when you look at how Weatherman is doing in the triad. If we click on Forsyth County here, where Jim O'Neill is DA, you see that is the one place in the state where Jim O'Neill actually won this Republican primary runoff. The rest of the state went to Weatherman. Now, if we click on Guilford County, this one's also interesting because back in March, O'Neill actually beat Weatherman in Guilford County, but now you can see it has flipped around and Weatherman leads with 60% of the vote. You know, now that all the primaries are over, we can finally start looking towards November and the big presidential matchup. With the way the polls are looking right now, there's actually a chance that it could all come down to North Carolina. I'll show it to you on the map to explain coming up in about 14 minutes.